Welcome everybody to some more Howell Rebels girls basketball action. I'm your play-by-play commentator Theo Horton with my colorman Aedan Vazquez, and behind the camera is Herr. Tonight, the 8-3 Howell Rebels will play host to the interdivision rival, the first place 10-2 Trinity Hall Monarchs. Out for the tip is forward Kylie Beam for Howell and number 5 Grace Feeney for Trinity Hall. Beam smacks the opening tip. Ball winds up in the hands of Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley will hand it off to the point guard Olivia Quiones. The sophomore getting pressure, double team early, swings to her right. The double team still on the attack, and they force the travel. It's a turnover, and it'll be Trinity Hall's ball here. Howell is fresh off a 63-38 blowout dub versus Rainey, where superstar forward Kylie Beam had 28 points and 10 rebounds. Howell is 4-0 at home this season, 23 at home the last 2 years, and they will look to continue their dominance tonight as here comes a three from McFeeney. No good. Trinity Hall tries to save it, goes off the knee of Bella Marino, back out of bounds. It'll be Trinity Hall's ball. Once again, smart play there by the experienced player. Bridget Rigney, number 30 on the inbound here. She'll be guarded by Kendall Bleakley. Pass was intended for Whitney Hobson, goes out of bounds once again, but it sticks with the Monarchs.
As we're seeing here, feels some really smart play here by the Monarchs, right?
Definitely being smart with their ball control, knowing where to pass to wind up with the ball once again. As now it's McFeeney, really the anchor for this Monarch offense. The ball is tipped in the air. Howell tries to come away with it. They will. The senior guard, Payne Smith, collects the ball. Goes to Bella Marino. Smith coming off a career-high 6-assist night against Rainey. A game where she also dropped 12 points, and she has recorded double-digit points in back-to-back games now. As Bella Marino with possession, drives to the right for a second, goes back to Quiones, swings to the left side, looks for two, no good. Trinity Hall gets the rebound.
Trinity Hall plays some great defense here so far tonight.
Exactly, we're used to seeing this explosive Howell offense jump out to early leads, almost 2 points guaranteed off the tip. But Trinity Hall is keeping them at bay, as no points have been scored in the first minute and a half of action. Open for three. No good for Rigney. Now a fight for the rebound. It's McFeeney who comes away with it and puts in the layup for the first score of the night. It's 2-0 Monarchs. Quiones will take her time on the logo, goes to Bella Marino on the wing. Marino has a lane, gets cut off quickly though. Will now be forced to pass. It tried to go to Kylie Beam there, but it's the Monarchs who come away with it. McFeeney now, ball poked away by Kendall Bleakley.
Great defensive play right there.
Bleakley is a senior forward. The tri-sport athlete has made a name for herself over the last couple years as Bella Marino lays the two in and ties the game. That's something that Rebel fans have grown so accustomed to. Bella Marino coming up clutch when they need her to do so. And now a three-point attempt. Once again, no good. And it's Bella Marino who grabs the board. Payne Smith adapting to a more on-ball role as the season continues. Of course, had 6 assists last night, or a couple nights ago against Rainey, when she was used a lot as the point guard. She succeeded so far as Bella Marino tries to pass it to Payne Smith, the deep threat for Howell when it comes to the three-point range, but the Monarchs take it. Now here's the double team, and Howell gets the ball, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Monarch ball here once again.
Such great physical defense shown there by Howell, but just such a tedious mistake. You cannot be making those mistakes there.
On the inbound is Whitney Hobson. Illegal screen is called on, not sure who was called on, actually. But all that matters is that it's Rebels ball. And now Olivia Quiones, the sophomore guard, will take the ball up court. Has primarily played at the point guard position this season for the Rebels. Quiones drives, almost had her, but now called for the double dribble, and it's Monarchs ball. This is some clumsy basketball we're seeing in the early stages of tonight's game. Is that right, Aedan?
Yeah, really. I wonder if both teams are going to end up fixing up, or is this what we're just going to see all game?
So it's Hobson who checks it for three. A bad miss. It's Kylie Beam who gets the rebound. Well, I'm not even sure if that's credited as a rebound, considering it didn't even hit rim or backboard. Now it's Olivia Quiones with possession, gets a screen from Beam, tries to pass it to Beam, another turnover. Tough physical defense being played as Payne Smith comes away with the ball, goes to Beam. Beam wants to, and Howell wanted the foul called, but they didn't get it, surprisingly here. And it's going to be Monarchs ball. I'm not sure if I agree with the call there, Aedan.
Yeah, neither do I, Theo.
It's Whitney Hobson who takes the ball up court. The senior has been one of the more effective shooters on the team. 35 assists on the season to her name. She's been such an effective playmaker. She checks it to the inside. But now it's a jump ball. The arrow goes to Trinity Hall.
So good physical defense we have seen by both teams, just both them being really, really aggressive on the ball.
And something that I'm finding impressive is that these teams have played great defense, and they're staying out of foul trouble for the most part. Just one foul by both teams so far in the first quarter. Now it's a drive, no good. Bella Marino gets the board. Marino goes to Quiones. Quiones goes back to Marino. Marino will swing through the middle. Gets to the floor. Bella Marino, what a play.
Some very explosive play on offenses we've seen so far. We have seen so far at the Rebels.
3 points up from Feeney, no good. But now Hobson gets the board, gets blocked by Bleakley. But still, Monarchs come away with the ball. Some contact in the paint, no foul calls. The shot's no good. Ball is out of bounds once again, and it's Monarchs ball. So now it's Whitney Hobson, the senior, who inbounds. Now the senior open for three. Another miss. Now it's a fight for the rebound. Payne Smith has got it. She goes to Kylie Beam, but she's called out of bounds. Another turnover. And Trinity Hall gets the ball once again. So now a timeout is called. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. You don't want to miss any more Rebel action. And we are back from the timeout. The Rebels lead things 4-2. It's been a defensive battle so far in the first quarter. Just over 3 minutes left to go in said first quarter. Both teams have played tough physical defense, staying out of foul trouble, but it's some sloppy offense as a lot of turnovers have been committed. Trinity Hall sticks with the ball, gets the inbound. Howell, good double team on the paint, open three. Another bad miss by the Monarchs. Howell will come away with the rebound. It's Olivia Quiones, sophomore point guard, taking the ball up court. Quiones checks it to Beam. Back to Quiones, off her foot for a second, regathers. Getting swarmed on defense, should have to elude and pass to Bella Marino. Marino drives, gets fouled, and she goes to the line for two shots.
That shot picking up the foul.
Or never mind, sorry, not a surprising call. She does not go to the line for two shots. Instead, it will just be a Howell inbound. Shocking the Rebel bench and us here in the commentary stands. Payne Smith gets the ball, goes to Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley drives to the left, hard stop. A wild 2-point attempt is no good. And now it's the Monarchs who come away with the ball. Lou passes to Rigby. Back to Lou. Lou to Rigby. Back to Lou. Now it's Grace Feeney who goes back. Rigney for three. This time it's good for Bridget Rigney. The Monarchs take a 5-4 lead late in the first quarter. So now Olivia Kiona scans the court, goes to Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley finds Kylie Beam. Beam tried to find Olivia Kiona's pass intercepted by Feeney. Now it's the fast break transition. Pass to Lou, top of the key. Lou elects to pass. Gets the ball once again. Checks it to Rigney. Does she want another three? Marino and Beam, two of the best defenders on this Rebel team, come together. Rigney, another three-point attempt. It's another three ball for Bridget Rigney. Now Olivia Kiona's on the hard drive. Foul is called. It's Lila Wu who gets called for the push. Checking is Whitney Houston, number 12 for the Monarchs. Definitely agree, Aedan. Now it's Bella Marino who drives, swings, tries to find Bleakley in the corner. Another pass stolen and intercepted by the Monarchs. On the fast break, it's Hobson. She goes to Lou. Howell has to protect the corner as Grace Feeney tries for three. A bad miss. She wanted the foul call and didn't get it. It's Olivia Kionas with ball. Wow, pass to Marino. Marino to Bleakley. Tries to pass it to Beam. Puts some relish on that pass, and it's out of bounds, and it's Monarch ball. So now Layla Shaw checks in for the Rebels. Number 12, the dual sport athlete, has made quite the impact in the offensive and defensive game for the Rebels. She's done a good job filling up the stat sheet with rebounds, assists, points, steals, anything you can want as a player. So now it's Hobson in the paint. She goes to Lou. Lou thought about three, elects to drive. The double team is on her. And now Feeney for three. No good. Unlucky bounces. Kendall Bleakley who grabs the board. Totally agreed. It's Payne Smith with possession. Drives to the right. Looks away for two. And it swirls in for Payne Smith. Good basket by the senior. Now under 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Rebels down by two. Lou with ball on the wing. She goes to Feeney. Feeney to Rigney. Rigney to Hobson. Hobson back to Feeney. Top of the key. Hobson gets the ball. Some hot potato. Feeney rains down a three. And it's a splash for the senior. What a shot. So now that will do it for the first quarter. The Trinity Hall Monarchs jump out to an 11-6 lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got some more great basketball action coming up. And we are back from the timeout. Tonight's game is huge for both teams as they are both in the B North Division. The Trinity Hall Monarchs are the top seed in that division, possessing a 10-2 record. Colts Neck follows closely behind in second place with a 9-2 record, and it's Howell who finds himself third place with an 8-3 record. this is a huge matchup that Howell really wants to come away with a win at the end of the day because it can do great things when it comes to standings. But they've been sloppy on offense. They're turning the ball over a lot. They gotta find a way to create shots. How can they do that, Aedan?
I think they gotta run. I think they gotta run some more screens and start playing more physical down the lane. Obviously, driving more. And yeah.
So it's Layla Shaw who gets the ball at the break. She drives, looks for two. Unlucky bounce. It's no good for the senior. Coming away with the rebound is Feeney. She splashed the three as the first quarter came to a close, averaging 14 points a night in one of the best senior seasons that the Trinity Hall Monarchs have seen in quite some time. So it's Whitney Hobson who gets the ball on the logo. Checks it back to the wing. Hobson with the ball. Short pass. Now Stapleton. Feeney with the ball goes to Lou. No shot clock in high school basketball. They can take as long as they want. Feeney attempts a three. It's a bad miss, and Kylie Beam smartly lets the ball bounce out of bounds. It'll be the Rebels' ball on the turnover.
Smart move by Kylie Beam right there.
Quiones takes the ball up court. Has been splitting time at the point guard position, primarily with Payne Smith, the senior guard. The two have been so good at playmaking this year. It's really a pick your poison on who you want to command the team. As Kylie Beam attempts for two, it's no good. Looks for another. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for two.
Great pickup on the foul right there. Really some nice stuff that we're starting to see after Kylie right here.
So Kylie Beam goes to the line, averaging 19 points a night this season. First attempt trickles in for the junior. She's been so good as expected, leading the team in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals, shooting 60% from the line so far this year. Second is good for Kylie Beam. It's 11-8 Monarchs. Hobson the pass on the inside. 2-point attempt is no good, but she gets fouled on the crush in the paint. She goes to the line for two shots.
Some more great physical Rebels defense right here.
It's Neve Stapleton at the line. First attempt, no good. Stapleton is a senior who's averaging 3 points, 5 rebounds a night. She's definitely been an important piece to the puzzle for the Monarchs when it comes to closing games out late in quarters. As she makes her second and extends the Monarchs' lead to 4. Quiones will drive. Passes it to Beam. Beam, top of the key, goes to Shaw. Shaw with some space, but now the double team comes. She goes back to Beam. Beam spins, gets defended and fouled as Marino makes a 3-point attempt that is waved off by the refs, obviously. So the Rebels will inbound. It will be Olivia Quiones inbounding as Payne Smith checks back in for Howell. Quiones getting defended by Ella Crail. Goes to Marino. Marino jukes for the three. Goes to Beam. She wants three. No good. It's off the rim. Kendall Bleakley tried to get the rebound, put the ball away, but it's the Monarchs who come away with it. As now a turnover, but it's a kickball called, and it's still Trinity Hall on the possession. Stapleton's inbound goes to Feeney. Feeney will go to Neve Stapleton. Now Stapleton with the ball getting clamped up by Beam. And it's another foul called by the ref for smacking the arm.
Some questionable calls here so far by the ref this game. Wonder what.
Allison Cahill, number 2, the freshman, checks in for the Rebels. Rigney's inbound goes to Feeney. Kind of mismatch on defense here as Olivia Quiones looks at the defender. Long 3-point attempt is good. What a shot by Ella Crail.
Really letting it rain from deep here so far. These Monarchs have been doing.
So the Rebels have to stay strong on the attack, not put their heads down as they need to come away with a win tonight to get back into square one in the B North Division. Kendall Bleakley wants three. No good, it's off the rim. Fight for the rebound, it's Monarchs who come away with it. Feeney with the ball goes off for Shin. Recollects the ball. Feeney goes to the corner. The drive, open for threes, Bridger Rigney. No good, up in the air. The Rebels come away with it. It's Olivia Quiones. Two defenders on her, she goes to Cahill. Cahill to Smith. Smith slows the game down, goes to Bleakley. Moreno drives to the right, looks for two through two defenders. She gets fouled and will go to the line this time for two shots.
Rebels so far this game has been really great at picking up fouls. I mean, what do you think you're seeing out of them, Theo?
I think the Rebels are doing a good job when they drive and when they put up shots, but it's been kind of a roller coaster to get to those moments.
I agree.
Moreno's first is a switch. Checking in for Trinity Hall is O'Malley Eldridge. Moreno shooting 50% from the line this year. Sorry, 58% from the line this year. Second attempt is good. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Feeney playing some hot potato. Gets the ball, scanning. And now a long three-point attempt. It's a bad miss, poor decision by the Monarchs. Now Feeney will slash through four defenders. Doesn't get the layup. Now ball almost poked out of bounds. Payne Smith who comes away. Pass goes to Quiones. Quiones had a decision to go fast. She goes to Cahill. Cahill gets two on the way. The Monarch lead down to three. Now long pass. Long two-point attempt. High bounce in the air. It's Cahill who rises up for the rebound. Cahill dumps it off to Quiones. Quiones with possession. Top of the key. Having a hard time driving. She goes with the left. Goes to the corner. Kendall Bleakley, long three. No good. And now the travel is called on the Monarchs, I believe, as Lila Wu checks in for Trinity Hall. It'll be Olivia Quiones on the inbound. Coming into Garter is Lila Wu. Quiones goes to Smith. Smith wants three. Bounces in and out. Olivia Quiones comes away with the ball. Passes it to Bleakley. Bleakley to Cahill on the inside. Cahill with two.
That's a great hustle start on that play, right, Theo?
Definitely, Aedan. The Rebels doing a much better job inside the paint and in the layup department now. Wu with the ball on an island. Goes to Feeney. Payne Smith keeping a close range on Feeney. It'll be Noble. He passes it back to Feeney. Now to Wu. Timeout called as Howell was bringing the clamps on defense. The Rebels looking like a completely different team here in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a minute. From the timeout, Trinity Hall leading things 15-14, but the Rebels have really inched closer here in the second quarter. They've done a much better job at not turning the ball over and doing a lot better of a job finishing inside the paint. Aiden, what have you liked from the Rebels so far in the second quarter?
I like the clamps that they've so far been putting down on defense. As you can see here, they've really been showing some nice hustle, forcing the Monarchs to take some bad shots.
Rigney inbounds to Feeney. Feeney will go back to Rigney. Rigney and Feeney playing some hot potato. Rigney checks it to Noble. Feeney's wild pass, and that's a jump ball. Howell will get the arrow here, and it's Rebels ball. Or maybe not. It's still Monarchs ball.
Questionable playmaking there by the Monarchs.
Winnie Hobson with the ball. She'll pass it to Noble. Noble back to Hobson. Hobson to Creo. Winnie tries to find Stapleton on the pass. It's out of bounds, and it will be Howell's ball. Payne Smith now on the inbound.
Some clamps on defense being shown by the Rebels, as we have seen all night tonight.
So Olivia Kyoto's with possession on the logo. She goes to Marino. Marino scanning, looking for something. She drives to the right. Looks to slice and dice. She spins, goes to Bleakley. Bleakley with two over her defender. And Howell has taken their first lead of the night, 16-15.
Good shot in the paint, as we have been seeing. Howell's been scoring in the paint all day today.
El Creo with the ball, the deep 3-point threat. Eludes the pass, balls out of bounds, sticks with Trinity Hall. And now checking in is O'Malley Eldridge, number 22 for the Monarchs. Inbounding is the senior guard, Winnie Hobson. She goes to Feeney. Feeney to Trejo. Trejo for three. No good. Ball bounces up in the air. It's a fight for the ball. And the Rebels get the arrow here. It's Payne Smith on the inbound.
You really got to wonder, Theo, what's causing them to make these bad three-point shots? They miss a lot tonight.
Well, Ella Trejo has 21 threes made on the season. She's such a deep threat, but a lot of those three-point attempts tonight have looked reckless, so you got to wonder what's going through her head. Bella Marino looks for two. No good, a bad miss. It's the Monarchs who try to come away with it. Ball is out of bounds, and it will stick with the Rebels. Kiona's on the inbound, has to avoid the violation. Goes to Cahill. Cahill wants another two. It's a miss. Tries again. It's no good, but she gets fouled, and she's on the line for two shots. Cahill's first is a switch. So Allison Cahill, number 2, the freshman, has bursted onto the scene. She appeared in the first couple games of the varsity girls team, and now she is such a good player inside the paint, averaging 4 rebounds a night after not playing very often in the early stages of the year. Her second is no good. The Rebels will lead by 2. Now the Monarchs with some smart passing. Trejo with the ball. She drives, falls, tries to jump on top of the ball in case it's an arrow situation. Hobson with the ball. Rebels with a smart double team. She goes to the corner. It's Trejo. Trejo trying to get past Bella Marino, and she's out of bounds. It'll be the Rebels' ball here.
Forcing them to make tough decisions like that, forcing them to go out of bounds. Again, some really tough defense we've seen, some aggressive defense.
So after falling down early in the game, the Rebels have come back. They lead 17-15, and we're under a minute left to go in the first half. And now it appears to be another turnover. It will be a jump ball. Trinity Hall will get the arrow, I believe. Yes, they will. It's Grace Feeney on the inbound. Feeney to Eldridge, back to Feeney. Feeney to Hobson. Ella Trejo with the ball, goes to pass. Now on the inside to Stapleton. And now Bella Marino crowds the ball. The Rebels get the arrow in the inbound this time to Livy Quiones, or Kylie Beam, number 4, who will inbound. Beam checks it to Marino. Marino looking to work past her defender, Ella Trail. Marino to Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley to Beam, almost loses the ball. Fires it to Marino. Marino spins, gets 2! 3-point lead for the Rebels as we are winding down. 1 3-point attempt, no good for Hobson. Ball in the air, it's going to be a last-second shot attempt from Trejo. It's no good. What a first half. The Rebels have come back and scratched and clawed their way back into this one. They lead 19-15. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second half of tonight's game. And we are coming back from the timeout. If you're just joining us, the Rebels lead things 19-15. It's been a physical defensive battle between both teams, and that is something that the Rebels take pride in. Senior guard Bell Marino led the offense with 8 points, while Kendall Bleakley has done a good job defensively by protecting the paint and grabbing rebounds. But if Howell wants to continue the lead that they have, they got to get Kylie Beam going. The 19-point-per-game superstar had just 2 points in the first half, but if I learned anything from Kylie Beam, it's to never counter out. Aedan, what are you watching out for here in the second half?
In the first half, I saw the Rebels come back. I saw the Rebels come back and take the game, but now we're obviously in the lead, and I'm looking for more teamwork and playing together in the second half.
Of course, the first quarter saw a lot of sloppiness with turnovers, but in the second quarter, Howell really cleaned things up. They did a great job passing and scoring inside the paint, and they weren't committing as many turnovers, and look what it resulted in, the lead. On the inbound, it's Bridget Rigney. She goes to Whitney Hobson. Hobson goes back to Rigney. 4-3 from Lou. It's a bad miss by the Monarchs. The ball is out of bounds, and the Howell will take over on offense.
Monarchs have been making these bad misses all night. You got to wonder what's telling them to keep shooting. Is it their coach? Is it themselves?
I don't know if the Monarchs are in their head with how big of a game this is. The two interdivision rivals are competing for a first place position right now as Kylie Beam gets the ball in the interior, wanted to find some contact. The ball is out of bounds, but it sticks with the Rebels.
Great hustle, great physical defense there. You gotta love it.
So now the number one battle, Olivia Kionas and Lila Lou. Two short, gritty guards on both teams, rocking number one. Now Kylie Beam spins, wants 2 over 2 defenders. Trick was out, but it's Bell Marino who fights for the rebound. And Kendall Bleakley got the ball, looked for Payne Smith. Turnover, Payne Smith for 3. No good. And now it's Trinity Hall who hustles for the rebound. They come away with the ball. It'll be Lila Lou bringing the ball up court. Defini, 4-3. No good. And now almost swat out of bounds, and it winds up out of bounds.
Again, great hustle there, showing on defense. Great hustle there, showing on offense. That was some great basketball we just witnessed.
Definitely, both teams, of course, will come out of the halftime break more explosive, more energetic. And we're definitely seeing that with the fights for these rebounds and these loose balls. Olivia Kionas will drive, will kick it to Marino. Marino gets a screen, top of the key from Bell Marino. But closing in on defense is Neve Stapleton. Marino to Bleakley. Bleakley tried to find somewhere, couldn't go anywhere. Goes to Beam, some contact, no foul call. Bell Marino walks away with the ball, finds Olivia Kionas. Kionas goes to Beam, back to Liv. Liv wants to, gets blocked by Feeney. Grabs her own rebound, goes to Payne Smith. The Monarchs dive on top of the ball. It'll be a jump ball. We'll see who has the arrow. It's the Monarchs with the arrow here. Or, sorry, no, it's the Rebels. Kiona's on the inbound. She goes to Beam. Beam wants to. It's an unlucky bounce. Tries to get her own rebound. Rise up for 2. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
I wonder what's going through Kylie Beam's head right now. Maybe she's intimidated by this opponent. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's just out of her head.
Beam made both free throws earlier. First one is good. 3 points now on the night. All coming off free throws. But I did like how Beam cut quickly into the paint. She has definitely not lost a step speed-wise. 4 for 4 from the line tonight is Kylie Beam. Rigney with is called. The hold is called. It will be Monarchs on the inbound.
Like we've been seeing all game, feels some really great physical play that we've been seeing.
O'Malley Eldridge, number 22, checks in for Trinity Hall. Rigney scans, she finds Hobson. Rigney with the ball, evades Kylie Beam, wants a floater, and gets 2.
That was a great shot. Gotta wonder what she heard in the locker room. Maybe she's gonna start training some more.
Nice sniper shot by Rigney as Marino drives. She gets fouled, and Marino to the line for 2. So Marino took over on offense in the first half. She had the most points on the team with 8. First one is good for the senior. So now the tri-sport bell, Marino will look to extend the lead to 6. Here with just under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Marino's second is a miss. So fight for the ball. Kylie Beam gets away with it. Payne Smith. And now Kylie Beam for 3. Unlucky swirl. It bounces out. And now jump ball. The Monarchs have the arrow.
I was told by that play by Kylie Beam.
Senior guard Whitney Hobson will jog up court with the ball. Getting defended now by Payne Smith, who checked in during the free throw. Hobson to Rigney, back to Hobson. Hobson to Phoebe. Now Rigney, inside pass, and the layup connects for the Monarchs. It's Whitney Hobson on the 2 there. So Marino looking to stay strong on the attack. Floats a pass up for Payne Smith. It's a wild pass into the Rebel bench. And the Monarchs get the ball on the turnover.
Some good defense there, obviously getting in the Rebels' heads. Maybe Scott played that.
Howell will lead by 3 now as the Monarchs take over on offense. Hobson to Feeney for 3. Another 3-point miss by Grace Feeney. Olivia Quiones has the ball. Marino has the ball, gets a screen from Beam. Goes back to Payne Smith on the logo. Smith to Quiones. Quiones slips through her defender. Goes to Beam, some miscommunication on the pass. Winds up out of bounds. And it's Trinity Hall's ball as they wisely let the ball go into the bleachers. Hobson to Rigney, to the corner. It's Feeney for 3. Bad miss. Bella Marino has the ball. Just fall into her lap.
Really bad shot there by Monarchs.
Jones to Marino. Marino to Beam. Mysterious foul is called. And a Noble called for the foul. Now the Rebels get the inbound. Quiones goes to Beam. Beam to the sophomore Quiones. Quiones to Marino. Marino swirls with the left. Goes to Bleakley. Bleakley to Quiones. Quiones wants 3. No good. Ball bounces out of bounds. Trinity Hall will take over on offense.
Really messy play. Really messy play on that play, like we saw in the first quarter.
So once again, it's like both teams are cold on offense, but it's Ringy for 2. No good. It bounces out. Beam rips away with the rebound. Beam to Marino. Marino goes to Quiones. Quiones wants 3. Welcome to Splashdown, Olivia Quiones. The first 3-pointer of the night for Howell. Whitney Hobson now will slow down the game for Trinity Hall as they look to find the groove. Rigney for 3. No good. Feeney rises up, grabs the board. Goes to Hobson. Hobson for 2. Once again, no good. And Kylie Beam throws the ball out of bounds on the effort to grab the rebound. Timeout is called. The Rebels lead things 25-19. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. And we're back from the timeout. And now this is a huge interdivision game. The Rebels taking on the Trinity Hall Monarchs at home. The Rebels currently third place in the B North Division with an 8-3 record. Trinity Hall in first place with a 10-2 record. The Rebels, of course, no stranger to beating great teams. In the Kevin Williams Christmas Classic over winter break, they defeated teams like Central Regional and Brick Township before eventually losing to Rumson in the finals. Now, the shot blocked, Ringy shot blocked to Swarm for the ball. Well, like I said, they, of course, lost to Rumson in the finale in a great effort that they lost 54-51.
In that game, Marino had 14 points. Kylie Beam had 12 points, 16 rebounds and 1 assist. And really the Rebels showed their explosive play style on offense.
It was a valiant effort, but that's not what Howell wants. They don't want effort. They want results. And right now, after going down early in the game, they came back, clawed and scratched their way, and they hold a 25-19 lead over a great Trinity Hall squad. So the Monarchs get the ball in the turnover. Trejo and Ricky play some hot potato. Trejo for three. No good. It's a fight for the rebound. Who has the arrow? It's the Rebels with the arrow. It will be Olivia Quiones on the inbound.
Some more really bad shots that we have seen from the Monarchs. Again, really got to wonder them. What's motivating them to take these shots, right, Theo?
I agree, Aedan. It's the analytical side of basketball. A three will always be more valuable than a two, but with three-pointers comes more reckless shots, and that's what Trinity Hall is finding themselves in right now. Hobson on an island. She goes to Wrigley. Checks it inside. El Crejo with possession. Working past Payne Smith. She eludes the pass, or elects to pass. Hobson to Stapleton. To Rigney. Rigney to Trejo. Some contact. No foul called. Rigney rises up for two and connects.
Even though they scored on that play, that was some great defense. That was some great and some really, really physical defense shown there by Howell.
I did like the defensive effort, Aedan, but now Howell has to find a rhythm on offense. Whistle blown by the ref. It'll be Bridget Rigney on Trinity Hall, who's called for the push. Quiones will inbound once again for the Rebels. Quiones looking for an opening. She finds Kylie Bean. The junior dumps it off. Back to Quiones. Marino with the ball in the logo. She passes inside to Bean. Bean gets wrapped up and fouled. Beam to the line for two shots. She has 4 points on the night, all coming off of free throws.
I don't wonder where she's been all night, right there.
Gotta wonder if this is her wake-up call. First one is a swish. 5 points now for Beam off free throws. Beam is 6 for 6 at the line and extends the Rebel lead to 6 points. A minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. Kicks it to the corner. Evades her defender. Looks for two. And it falls in for Neve Stapleton. Good job by Trinity Hall responding immediately with 2 points of their own. Howell's going to have to look to kick some gears back into place if they want to get hot on offense. Kendall Bleakley with the ball. She goes to Quiones. Quiones gets pushed. No foul called. The Rebel bench doesn't like it. Quiones to Marino. Marino drives with the left. Goes to the wing. It's Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley holding the ball. Goes to Beam on the inside. Beam swirls, spins. Two doesn't fall for the junior. And now a foul called. It's a hold call that goes against Bella Marino. And it's the Monarchs inbound. 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Beanie with the ball. She goes to Hobson. Hobson, Trejo wants three. Unlucky bounce. It's Bella Marino who tries for the rebound. Kind of Bleakley comes out of nowhere, grabs it, scoops it to Quiones. Kionis, some pound dribbles with the left, goes to Beam. Marino goes to Payne Smith. Smith swings, drives on the right. The layup falls for the junior.
Some great explosive play on offense, as we have seen from this Rebel offense countless times.
Option goes inside to Stapleton. Stapleton now working on the double team. Travel is called. It's a turnover, and it's the Rebels ball with 6 seconds on the clock. Marino having to work fast. 3 seconds left to go. Drives to the right. Tries for 2. Gets blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. 0.2 on the clock. I would donate my entire life savings to charity if somebody comes away with a point before the quarter ends. Kiona's inbounds. Poked out of bounds. 0.2. Or nope. Seconds are waved off the clock. That would do it for the third quarter. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Don't leave for the fourth quarter. We got some more exciting action coming up. It's 29-23 Rebels. Are back for the final 8 minutes of regulation. If you're just joining us, the Rebels lead things 29-23. It's been a gritty defensive battle. The Rebels are coming away with the lead so far. They've stayed out of foul trouble, and after some early turnovers in the first quarter, they have really locked in and done a better job at passing the ball and scoring inside the paint. Aedan, what have you liked out of both teams so far?
I've liked how Howell's been how Howell's defense has been making the Monarchs do some really, really questionable shots, making them do some very questionable playmaking. And I like how physical the defense of the Monarchs has been as well.
So it'll be Payne Smith on the inbound once this commotion is over. Now some sarcastic clapping raining down. Smith inbounds to Kionis. Sophomore guard is one of the expert facilitators on the team. She goes to Kylie B. Beam to Bleakley. Bleakley with time. She goes to Kionis. Kionis on the logo. She scans. Goes to Marino. Marino drives to the left. Tri-sport athlete. Gets 2 on the lane.
Nice explosive play there on offense, as we've seen out of this Rebel offense.
Bella Marino has truly taken over on offense tonight, now up to 11 points, leading the team in scoring as a 3-point attempt rains down from Grace Feeney. It's no good. Jump ball for the ball. Who has the arrow? It's the Monarchs with the arrow. On the inbound will be Bridget Rigney. Rigney, one of the more effective players on the Monarchs, averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds on very efficient shooting. She inbounds, and the 2 falls. O'Malley Eldridge on the lay there. Smith passes to Beam. Beam trying to get going. Ball is blocked out of bounds. And the ball sticks with Howell. It's Kionis on the inbound.
Beam has been really good at drawing fouls tonight, but just hasn't been putting the scoring output that we normally see out of her.
Definitely, I think we're seeing more of an emphasis with going into the paint for Beam, which is not always her moneymaker. Like, she can rain down shots from any spot on the court, but she's trying for a lot of inside the paint action, as a 3-point attempt is a bad miss by Kionis. Trinity Hall gets the ball. It's Whitney Hobson. Takes the ball up court. Goes to Crayo. Crayo back to Hobson. Hobson swings to the left. Passes. 3-second violation called. It's the Rebels' ball here. coaches are always kind of, or I wouldn't say confused, but they're conflicted on that 3-second violation because on one hand it means you're doing a good job defensively, on the other hand it means you just turned over the ball. So it was an interesting reaction to see on the Trinity Hall bench. One coach was happy, the other one wasn't. Howell's ball here, it's Kylie Beam. Beam dumps it off to Marino. Marino drives inside, pass to Bleakley. Bleakley thought about 3. She will drive, has an open lane, and the senior comes down with 2.
So nice ball handling skills we saw there on that play.
The Monarchs trying to respond quickly. On the wing, it's Eldridge. A wild pass. Almost intercepted. Fakes a 3. She'll drive. Looks for 2. No good. Moreno gets the rebound. Some slippage on the court. No fouls are called. Beam will drive. Goes to Bleakley. Bleakley to Kionis. Kionis to Smith. The Rebels smartly slowing the game now. Slowing the game down. Being smart with the ball as the push foul is called. Stapleton called for the foul there. Payne Smith will inbound for the Rebels. Timeout called by the Monarchs. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Quarter timeout, the Rebels lead things 33-25. It's been a defensive battle where both offenses have struggled to get things going and go on a hot run, but that's not needed when you are winning games. The Rebels in their last 5 games have a 3-2 record, averaging just 47 points a night, and tonight with 33 points on the board, they have the lead. Smith inbounds to Kionis. Kionis loses the ball for a moment, able to get it back. Kionis drives, has a lane, and the sophomore can't come down with 2, but Payne Smith walks away with the rebound. Smith to Marino in the corner. Marino, push, drive. Foul called on Trinity Hall. It's an inbound for the Rebels. It'll be Olivia Kionis once again. Lila Lou jumping for joy as Bean gets the ball. The 2 falls, but the shot is waved off because she is called for the travel. That's a big, unfortunate call there as Kylie Bean really needs to get going for the Rebels, and her layup there is called off by the refs. The Monarchs trying to get something going, get a hot streak going on offense. It's Lila Lou who wants 3, and it falls.
A great shot there by Lou.
A 3-pointer falls for the guard as she was racing to get her own rebound. Bleakley checks it to Beam. Beam for 2. It trickles in for the junior.
We're seeing a little bit of a comeback here by Beam in the late 4th quarter.
Marino intercepts the ball. Slows down the game with her longtime teammate Kendall Bleakley. The two have long played soccer and lacrosse together as Beam saves the ball from going out of bounds for a second, but then chucks it into the bleachers. Hobson will take the ball up court for Trinity Hall. Passes it inside. It's Creo, and she is called for the travel. It's the Rebels' ball on the turnover. Now Marino jogs up court for the Rebels. Marino gets a screen from Kiona. She drives, goes to the corner. It's Bleakley. Bleakley to Kiona's top of the key. Kiona scans. She'll drive with left. Has a lane through two defenders. It's a bad miss, and it's Feeney who comes away with the rebound. But here's the double team by Beam and Bleakley, and it's a turnover. Peyton Smith gets the ball. Bleakley to Beam. Beam slicing and dicing for two. It falls for Kylie Beam.
What a great shot there by Beam. Obviously trying to make a late fourth quarter comeback.
And now all of a sudden, Kylie Beam has 10 points as a bad miss by the Monarchs rains down.
Questionable heat check there.
Little heat check based off no momentum. It's rare to see that, Aedan. Beam backing down her defender. Gets a screen from Marino. Goes to the corner. It's Kendall Bleakley. Pushes it for second. Back to Beam. Beam for two. Another 2 points for Kylie Beam. She's up to 12 on the night.
Locking into the fourth quarter, showing off that clutch ability. Right, Theo.
This is something that we love to see, Aedan. We talked about Kylie Beam's struggles in the first half, but now 12 points, and all of a sudden, she is Howell's leading scorer on the night. Ball poked away by Howell. It goes out of bounds.
Some frustration being shown by the Monarchs so far. Gotta wonder if our defense is getting in their heads.
Definitely, there's a lot of miscommunication on offense by Trinity Hall as the timeout is called. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. And we are coming back from the timeout. The Rebels lead things 39-28. It's been some pretty offense played in the fourth quarter. Kylie Beam activating takeover, 10 points in the second half, and she's really coming back to life here in the fourth quarter. Aedan, what have you liked so far in the fourth quarter by the Rebels?
As you said, Kylie Beam showing some signs of life. As we've had a pretty empty first couple quarters, but now again, she's showing some signs of life.
Now the layup can't fall for Trinity Hall. She gets her own rebound. It's Hobson for two.
So nice offense there by the Monarchs.
Howell now leading things by 9. They want to see their offense kind of get back into rhythm as the double dribble is called, or maybe a carry. Not sure what that was. Bridget Rigney inbounds to Hobson. Seems like Hobson hasn't gone to the bench for a single minute this game. Rigney to Whitney. Hobson, long pass to Creo. Ball is on the ground. She finds Hobson. Creo to Noble. Spins Stapleton for two. Bounces out. Kylie Beam rises up for the rebound. Beam to Marino. Marino drives up the middle. Passes it to Beam. Beam scans. Goes with the left. Long pass to Keonis. Keonis getting double team. Has to quickly make a decision. Almost crosses the half-court mark. Open is Kendall Bleakley, who passes it to Beam. Beam gets the pass and rises up for two.
That's offense there again in the late court, showing off that clutch ability.
14 points for the superstar junior. As some hard contact is drawn, and Hobson will go to the line for two.
I'm gonna cut the lead down.
First one is a miss for Hobson. Hobson shooting 71% from the line this year, leading the team with 35 assists, averaging over a steal a night. Huge piece of the Trinity Hall puzzle, and she makes her second.
Down by 10 now. You got to wonder what the Monarchs are planning to do.
The Rebels making some adjustments on offense. Payne Smith checks in. Kionis goes to Smith. Smith to Marino. Here comes the double team. Marino to Bean. Bean flush one up for Smith. Smith to Kionis. Kionis to Marino. The Rebels struggling to go anywhere with the ball. It's Hobson who swipes the ball away. Hobson tried to take advantage of the mismatch on offense. Mismatch on defense. Missed her two. Trinity Hall with the rebound. Some contact. Whistle blown.
Great aggressive defense that we saw there. Right, Theo?
Definitely, Aedan, as I was fumbling over my words. Trinity Hall will get the inbound, and we have just a minute left in regulation. It's Graham. Or sorry, Noble. Passes Stapleton. Stapleton, long two, no good. And now some contact on the floor between Lou and Marino. The whistle was blown. Not sure what the call was. It's a foul call, and Trinity Hall's ball here. Rigney on the inbound. She goes to Feeney. Feeney has been slowed down in the second half. 3-point attempt for the Monarchs. No good. Ball in the air. It's Howell's ball. It's Payne Smith on the inbound. Under a minute left to go in tonight's game. Smith to Kionis. Kionis working past two defenders. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stick with the Rebels. And these are moments where the Rebels really know what to do and how to handle the game. Under a minute left to go with the lead. They know how to ice things as Marino gets fouled and pushed. The Rebels want the technical foul. So it'll be a timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. So during the timeout, the technical foul was called. So Bella Marino will be on a deserted island shooting these free throws. First one's no good for the senior. Marino's second is a swish. 12 points now on the night for Bella Marino. The Rebels lead by 11, and Marino will inbound here. Marino to Smith. Payne Smith tries will go to Marino. Marino to Kylie Bean. Some hot potato going on. Howell conserving the ball, not running into a silly, dumb turnover or mistake as we are under 30 seconds left to go. Marino goes to Bleakley. Bleakley checks it to Smith. Smith to Kionis. Howell is icing the game here. Trinity Hall practically giving up with still about 15 seconds left on the clock. Howell will hold the ball, and that will do it, everyone. What a win it was for the Howell Rebels over the top seed Trinity Hall Monarchs. The Rebels win by a final score of 42-31. After tonight's win, Howell now improves to 5-0 on their home court this year. Well, we thank you all for tuning in. I've been your play-by-play man, Theo Horton, my color man, Aedan Vazquez to my right, Henry Herr on the camera. We thank you all for tuning in and hope to see you next week, Tuesday, for some boys basketball.